incredible ladies, gentlemen, everyone watching. I see you. Watching now, watching later, watching once I finally figure out whether or not the controller is working. It is. Welcome back to the second episode of We Were Here, Not Together, but Forever. Last time, we kicked off the campaign. We we thought we got ahead. I mean, we're about 25% of what looks to be chapter 2 of Chapel, but you know, we got trapped in a bag. It was rad. So, what'd you think of the bag, Draco?
Was it a bag or was it a box? I thought it was a box.
You know, you might be right. You might be right. Well, Pool Cube. But I digress. If you like what we do, hit that like button, means a lot. If you like it even more and want to see more, want to know when we go live, hit us up, hit the bell, and know when we go live. If you want to check out Draco Dragoons, check it out in the description below. Give him a like, give him a sub, and know when he goes live as well. He's playing the new Doom game as well as God of War 2018. Without further ado, let's up and have at it. I want to do the plug justice, you know.
I wonder if that 25% is 25% of that chapter or the game.
I don't know. I was curious about that because if it's on the game, I don't know. You know, I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's figure out where the Shrek we are, or if this looks vaguely familiar to last time.
Yeah, because last time I touched this owl and that would put me in the weird room.
Okay, good. Looks like we have fire, but we can totally...
Show me you understand our pain and sorrow. Show me you are one of us. Who are the ones that betray? Who led us Rockbarians astray?
Anything over there in where you're at, check out?
Yeah, I'm looking through a book right now.
Oh, interesting. I can peek into the room, but only a little bit. I like the body hanging from the...
Yeah, there's a bunch of dolls here. Got a bunch of heads that look like I can pick up.
Okay, I'm searching around just to make sure I didn't miss...
Okay, I've got a couple of books. Some have pictures of people, or at least their headshot, and then names and I guess a description of what his life was, or her life.
Repeat that one more time, I'm sorry.
So far, the books I have like a picture of a person, and then kind of a description and name of each person.
Okay. Does anyone describe a betrayer or a traitor?
So you got a High Alchemist, Prison Warden, Kingsguard, an Abbot. Let me check the other books. So we got King, Queen, Crown Prince, Princess, Court Jester, the Princess.
I don't know, I feel like this could be a court jester and a king. It's one of them's like sitting in a very kingly chair, and the other one like has his hand around his shoulder, almost like he's whispering a joke whilst taking a knee.
Okay, so you think I need to give you the heads that match it, and then that's what you put on?
At this point, that's a working assumption. Yes.
Okay, see if I can find Jester head.
Sorry to interrupt. I noticed you can make something. Oh.
Yeah, I think that might be how I deliver the heads to you. Well, this looks to be the only Jester head.
Let's give it a shot. Yeah, I would assume it's a jester head.
Okay, then.
Yeah, like he just spat out. Yeah, I'm feeling confident. And then can we get the king? Always the jester.
Any of that making sense to you?
Correct. His
Yes!
Royal Majesty wasted his own lands and people to pursue a terrible ambition. His jester whispered into his ear. This is the tyrant we resist.
Sheer intuition.
Who shelters our secrets and souls? Who keeps out the king and his code?
Okay, so I know exactly what's going on right now. I am being shown scene, then being described. We're being described it tit for tat by the owl. So I have a bricklayer. That's what it looks like, because he has a trowel in his hand and he's laying brick. And then the other doll looks to be like a guard. He's like holding a door shut.
So you think a prison warden then?
Yes. That is a very strong yes. I'm feeling very good. As for the bricklayer, if you don't have anything that specifically says bricklayer, like an architect or something blue collar related.
I mean, what's an abbot? Is that someone who would be bricklaying?
I'll be honest, I have no idea. I would put it aside as the fallback answer if nothing else fills the spot.
Okay, that should be the prison warden.
Okay, after his explanation, I'm feeling pretty confident considering homie's guarding the door. Okay, let's go for the other.
Okay, no, it looks like the abbot is the Crown authority on faith and religious rituals.
Ooh, yeah, no. I don't. Out of curiosity, what else you got?
Hang on, I'm kind of reading through things.
Oh, apologies.
Oh, here you go. We got a person, head of the Mason family. So probably this chick.
Yes. Good idea. The moment you said Mason family, I'm like, you know, it's old time, you know. I remember my history teacher telling me a story about how like a bunch of us Smiths came from a line of blacksmiths.
I think this is her.
I kind of cut that off a little too soon, but I think you're right.
Nay, who possesses the
Damn.
skill to construct shelters against snow and ice? And who can create hidden mechanisms to buy
Oh,
us time?
mechanisms. Okay, but the ice is correct.
Who shelters our secrets and souls? Who keeps out the king and his cold?
Okay, I'm so sorry. You were probably correct about the abbot all along. Let's replace the warden with the abbot.
No, they said mechanisms, right? So I think I got a clockmaker here.
Ooh, actually, that's even better. Let's try that first. Yeah, you hit the nail. You just hit the nail right on the head.
Correct. The Masons tore down the ruins of Rockberry to construct new homes that protect us from the unending winter. The clockmakers designed secret doors and contraptions that allow us to hide from a king's gaze.
Well done, Draco.
Who guides our journey by starlight? Who forges the ancient way through night?
Okay, so the two dolls, one of them definitely is pointing towards the direction of an astronomer. There's a lot of constellations, and he's out pointing at him with a compass. The other one is giving like classic navigator vibes, but maybe not. Maybe more of an inventor. There's like a lot of drawings and sketches and blueprints around, and he's like huddled towards a board.
Looking for an astronomer.
Hey, you know, at least you don't have to worry about freezing to death in this one like the first game.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure here.
What do you have out of curiosity? Push him to shove, we can come back to the astronomer.
I got a bronze caster. Focuses on casting ornate and intricate objects. The wants armor the king's army.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that with the current riddle I'll give out.
Oh, I think I found the astrologer. She is a glassblower.
Draco, I would say you are correct, good sir. That would definitely be classified as an astronomer muppet. So now we're looking for like an inventor-esque, like an Edison. Well, not an Edison, somebody that actually invents.
Yeah, maybe it'll be this bronze caster then.
I'm willing to give it a try, honestly. I mean, you nailed the glass blower. Draco, once again, I'm thinking that you have now hit the head. You have hit the nail right on the head.
Correct. Desperate for a way to escape, our brightest mind studied lore long lost and forbidden. You discovered how to navigate out of this frozen waste, using the power of the moon and stars. Who are Akbari's unlikely friends? Who defy our king until his reign ends?
Ooh, okay, this picture's weird. So you have like somebody with board and sword looking off in the distance, another with a blade behind his back, like he's looking like he's gonna go in for the kill. And then the other doll that we need to head for looks to be taking a book out of somewhere. I'm curious what you have for occupations for this one.
I mean, you still got the queen, the prince, let's see, would have made a great king and died in battle before it could fulfill.
Wait, what was that? Sorry?
I'm kind of reading out loud, but we got the queen, the crown prince, a princess, as your two princesses.
Interesting, there would be two princesses. Oh, I'll have to keep that in mind. What else we got?
Let's see, we still got the abbot, who is obsessed with the heavens, but lies behind them, praying, chanting. He took in the Princess Catherine as he were to try to teach her about chastity.
I think the abbot might be one of them. I think what I'm looking at could be the assassination of the king, then the aftermath. The aftermath of could be a stretch, but I think we bring the abbot over.
Alright, I'll put the habit on then.
Gotcha, comrade. The other one would be somebody that would be vying for the...
Vying for what?
The crown, because they have to be going for the death of the... The scene depicts like an assassination in progress.
Sorry, I'm reading through text here.
No, you're totally fine.
There's the abbot, but I don't know if that's right.
Very curious. There's a chance I could be wrong on this, so we'll swap it out, but for now. Okay, now we just need our murderer to be...
What is, like, the scene, I guess, where murder's happening?
Okay, so essentially you have our perceived victim. I would assume it's out on the battlefield because the victim is armed with sword and board, like sword and shield. They're standing near a tree, like overlooking a forest. Our murderer is crouched behind cover, wielding a hidden blade behind his... Or behind their back, I should say. So I know you said that there's two princesses, or princesses.
Princesses.
Then there's a regular prince, right?
Yeah, the crown prince who died in battle before he could fulfill his destiny. He enjoyed sitting on the throne and pretended to be king even as a child. All mourned his death, but none more so than the king and queen.
Okay. Game theory. So, the person getting killed is that prince. I'm pretty that what you just read is essentially I'm almost sold. I'm almost sold on it. Now, bear with me. The king said, like, when in the king thing, he said like nobody would fight for the crown, but like, would that mean that if the queen is fully with the king? Or am I just going off on a huge wild tangent?
Yeah, I have no idea what you mean. Here's the queen. She was once a regal visage, as beautiful as the stars. She knew about her husband's infidelities, but tolerated them dutifully. She had to endure the death of 2 sons and a daughter. The grief from losing her children caused her to turn mute and catatonic.
Okay, do we have anybody else that's not royalty left over to pick from?
Yeah, we have the King's Guard, the Warden, an Alchemist. I think that's it.
What's the King's Guard say? Out of curiosity.
The fiercely loyal guardian to the king never speaks, but the king always lends an ear to his advice. No one knows what he looks like underneath his armor except the king. Protects him every night when the king sleeps.
This is hard. This is tough. Shoot.
So you got one that's assassin type, but what was the other one doing?
The other one, where I have an abbot currently, is holding a book. You see, yeah, he seems to be like picking up a book. I can't really describe any better than that. There's like a picture of somebody near where he's picking up the book, so I only assumed it was like post-mortem.
Well, maybe that's supposed to be the queen mourning her son.
I can do that. Let me throw the abbot on the. I'll keep the abbot in my hand for.
Because I feel like, at least reading this text, that the abbot and one of the princesses are going to be a thing together.
What about that one of the head cut you have?
No, what I'm saying is I think the abbot and one of the princesses are going to be a thing together.
Okay, I got you. Then we just need a murder to be, but I put the abbot back there.
So I'm thinking either the warden or this other princess.
Can you read out both two princesses, out of curiosity, please?
Okay, the eldest daughter of the king, Bartholomeus, lost her husband, Vladimir, in battle, for which she blames the king. Her grief has her disappear into the woods for days. Her clothes are covered in mud and grime when she returns. And then the other, the youngest daughter of the king, she has been unruly since childhood. Defiant and sociable, always displayed behavior unbecoming of a princess. She was sent to the monastery to learn the virtues of modesty and decency.
Interesting. Ooh, interesting.
And the abbot mentions about taking it and that princess to try to teach her about chastity.
Maybe it is the eldest princess.
I would say try this warden to see if he's the killer.
Yeah, I'll roll with it. You've been right more than I have on this puzzle, so
Nay, our greatest heroes seek to undo the crimes of their family. They who will not wear the crown are its fiercest opponents.
interesting. I didn't get that on the initial reader.
Who are Barry's unlikely friends? Who defy our king until his reign ends?
Unlikely friends defies the king. Oh my god, is this your combination? Well, dark versions defies. me send the warden back. Aw. That's tough. Roxbury's friends defied the king until his reign.
Alright, let's try the eldest princess.
Okay, worst comes to worst, we're going to replace the queen setting.
Nay, our greatest heroes seek to undo the crimes of their family. They who will not wear the crown are its fiercest opponents.
Okay, I
Who
feel like the
are
princess
Barry's
is
unlikely
correct. I think
friends?
I might have.
Who defy our king until
At
his
least I might have
reign
misdescribed. Just have a scene.
Well, it mentioned our great heroes, so maybe this knight might be one of them.
Yeah.
Nay, our greatest heroes seek to undo the crimes of their family. They who will not wear the crown are its fiercest opponents. Who are Barry's unlikely friends? Who defy our
Okay. Is me
king?
swapping them around?
Nay, our greatest heroes seek to undo the crimes of their family. They who will not wear the crown are its fiercest opponents. Who are Barry's unlikely friends? Who defy our king until his reign ends?
Yeah, I'm not really sure here.
I mean, maybe we go king and warden, or king and warden, knight and warden.
There's the warden.
I'll try both configurations.
Nay, our greatest heroes seek to undo the crimes of their family. They who will not wear the crown are its fiercest opponents. Nay, our greatest heroes seek to undo the crimes of their family. They who will not wear the crown are its fiercest opponents. Who are Barry's unlikely friends? Who defy our king until his reign ends?
Okay, maybe we do need the younger princess and the artificer.
You mean the abbot?
I'm sorry. I'm thinking. I like. It's tough based on our options I have available.
Yeah, because none of the clues make any sense to me. Because the closest thing to, like, heroes is the Warden and the King's Knight.
Yeah, and meanwhile, I have, like, I don't know, my scene describes, like, definitely something that I wouldn't necessarily call heroic, and then somebody just handling a book, and I'm like, it's...
Okay, there's the Abbot.
Okay, I sent the knight back, and then, yeah, I won't place, well, actually, I will place those again, because I can swap.
So do you get any, like, audio from the talking? Because all I get is mumbles.
I do. That's a bit of it's what I've repeated, or what I'll repeat periodically, but that's why I'm kind of leaning towards the unlikely. Okay, so essentially, the talking is talking about like an unlikely pair. And the second one, and the reason why I'm leaning towards your initial talk about like the princess, that was unruly, was it talked about somebody that was defying the king until his reign set. The only description that you gave off all of them was the princess being very like defiant.
No, when I put the head on the turntable and turn it.
Oh yes, yes, yes. Sometimes it helps. In this case, none of them have really helped. Okay, see, that one didn't really help this riddle at all either.
What'd it say?
Rick described a Robin Hood scenario.
What'd it say?
She was, well, she said three things. She was like, I didn't replay the text. Because she was like, talking about how she would hide her father's gold in the abode, and that she would help the people out of the cold. Sorry, I had the word in there because I'm still holding the princess in my hand.
Alright, I'll send the prince to see what he says then.
So he says he cannot condone such sorrow. He would have improved the world tomorrow had he have evaded his. Unfortunately, the doll head that I need is not the one that's about to die.
Here's the alchemist. Let's see what he says.
Nay, our greatest heroes seek to undo the crimes of their family. They who will not wear the crown are its fiercest opponents. Who
They who
are
will not
buried
wield the crown are its
unlikely friends? Who defy our king until his reign ends?
Okay, you ready for the alchemist?
Yes, I am. So he doesn't care for the Coleman folk. His Archivist Spire will fever Yolk and feel the power that he now evokes.
Okay, definitely not him. Here's the eldest princess.
So, in Voldemort's memory, I must do right. I travel through wood to keep out of sight. No longer the victim. So, she could be the one with the sword that I see on the right that's getting ready to attack the other person with a sword and board.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
The king or not. They're not, like, marked.
No, I would put her as the stabber because you said it was like in a wooded area or swamp or something.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm describing.
Yeah, no, I would say she's the sword person then.
Nay, our greatest heroes
Okay,
seek
that's
to
because I
undo
had
the crimes
I
of
had
their
somebody else.
family. They who will not wear the crown are its fiercest opponents.
But now the
Who
other
are
person is
barbarians
handling a
unlikely
book.
friends.
mean, that
Who
could
defy our king until his reign ends.
I think that's real.
And what does the princess says?
I might give it a try. Give me a hot second. Because she talked about Book of Gold and her father's abode of old. Help the people out of the cold. But book kind of caught my eye.
Correct. The king's own daughter rose against our sovereign, though he knows it not. They wish to undo their father's crimes against our people. Ah, their souls
makes sense.
be
The
blessed.
family that's still alive.
Their rebellion is our greatest weapon.
Oh, that was it.
Oh, there we go. Well, I kind of dropped the ball in the last part. Apologies about that.
We gotta figure it out.
Oh, great. This is going to be awesome. Grant Absolute.
I could confess your greatest sins. Got a note here that says music will guide you home.
Oh, that's a bad omen. We have, yeah, you saw. Are we gonna have to sit people down? And we have a crank to operate too.
I don't really see anywhere to go.
Gotta get this party started.
Oh, no, roll that back down. Now roll it up.
Gotcha, comrade. Anything decent up there?
Nothing yet. Oh, here we go. Oh boy.
Oh, you found the puzzle?
Well, looks like I got a bunch of glass cases with a bunch of heads. And then above, some of them have, I'm guessing the glass blower guild or whatever. Guessing the smiths.
They have symbols, I take it? Like gears and shit?
Yeah, one is like the glass blower, and then the other one's like a pot of molten metal being poured.
Yeah, those coincide with the floor arrangement.
And then I got a note here on the wall. When all those present are seated properly, the ceremony will commence.
Yeah, so that tells me we're probably putting heads in seats.
Okay, I got a lever, so I'm just gonna pull and see what happens.
You have opened up a door full of dollies. Oh boy. Let me guess. I think you only grab heads one at a time. There.
I can't grab nothing. I think I'm just gonna have to describe things to you.
Oh god, I was afraid of that. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you are. This is gonna be like Sudoku in the worst way possible. Hang on, let me read the code of conduct quick before it gets started. I have a bunch of dolls with heads, and then I have the royal family heads as well. So like this is gonna be very fuggly, but yeah, let's start with dolls. Here for the let me read code of conduct first. We need ears everywhere. Never sit behind or in front of another resistance member. Code of conduct. Men and women cannot sit on the same bench. Only sit in spaces your guild has paid. Okay, so I guess we may place them first, and I'll probably have to adjust from there. So, start describing, and I'll start placing.
Okay, I guess we'll start with one of the glass blowers. It just looks like a white hair in a bun. And it's a girl.
Okay, glass blower.
Okay, the other glass blower is in like a purple bishop outfit. also with white hair that kind of has two curls on each side, curling up.
Perfect, got you. So it looks like there's only 2 glass blowers, period. Okay, I'm ready for the next.
Okay, we'll start with the molten metal people. There's a bishop. It's a guy. He has white hair and a white goatee.
Repeat that one more time, I'm so sorry.
So the first of the metal casters is, again, like a purple bishop. He has white hair and a white goatee.
Okay, like a bowl haircut.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, and this is Molten Metal Man. So Molten Metal Man will... Oh, I figured something out. Give me... It makes sense. All the bishops have to sit up front. All the purple people have to be up front. Okay, I'm ready for the next one.
Okay, the other metal caster is... He has a monocle, white hair, and he kind of almost has the Donald Trump look for hair.
It's like a swoosh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready for the next.
And the final metal caster is a girl. Also white hair, kind of curling up, and has a... looks like a green bow in her hair.
Okay. I'm ready for the next, comrade.
Well, that's it for the glass blower and the molten guy. I got one other box here of 2 male heads that are just sitting on white cloth. I don't know what their symbols are.
Let me see if I have a pair of just 2. Okay, I don't. I'm looking for hammer and straight edge and gears.
Yeah, see, I ain't got none of that.
And I'm looking for a bunch of that. So I might be on my own on the rest of the odd sec. Oh. And then if that one sits there, this one. Because I think what you gave me is enough to be the key? Question mark?
Yeah, you said you have royal heads too, don't you?
Yes, I do.
So I'm guessing that red spot is the king.
Yeah. Yeah, same. Let me throw these on the bench and then we...
And the guy you just put is one of the extra heads I have in the unmarked case.
Oh. Oh, I'll actually keep that in mind too, because I might have to replace him. Matter of fact, I think I'll swap him out now.
Well, I think that one you just replace him with is the same thing. So the two guys that are in a separate case, no marks, anything, is kind of a blonde mustache and goatee with the top hat. And the other one is almost like a Ben Franklin kind of hairdo with a monocle on it on his right eye.
Aw. Maybe those three are supposed to be the gears. Definitely gonna be some placement, replacings happening.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure we're solid on the bishops. I think we got that right. Because he said that females can't mix with males. They can't be on the same bench. And we got the two bishops placed already, so that narrows them out.
Yeah, I think I might be, describe the ones, the three that were blank, like, again, though. Sorry.
I only have two. The two that are separate from the ones with no symbol is a blonde bearded mustache with a top hat, and the other one is almost Ben Franklin with a monocle on his right eye.
Okay, I have a Ben Franklin. Pretty sure I have a blonde.
Well, why don't you try putting the king in there and see if something happens?
Okay, how do I actually interact with the King Glass? I feel like something's supposed to happen. Well, I have king heads, but they're hidden behind glass, and I can't seem to act. Wait a minute. Probably sitting next. So that makes an opening for a dude. Aw. So I'm brainstorming hella right now.
So what was the code of conduct thing again?
Yeah. Men and women cannot sit on the same bench. Only sit in seats your guild has paid for. And then on top of that, we need ears everywhere. Never sit in front of another. And essentially, one of them I just know is the Pope, and that's Gears. And I have no idea what the other is. But they all have the same icon on them. That looks like a gold symbol, drone triangles in right.
Yeah, I'm only getting about every other word from you.
Oh, Rutro Raggy. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Essentially, let me repeat Kodakon. So, men and women cannot sit on the same bench, and only sit in spaces your guild has paid for. In addition, there's also a resistance member conflict. We need ears everywhere. Never sit behind or in front of another resistance member. But I have no idea what the resistance members look like. I only know that one of them's a pope.
Okay, maybe... Because I got a wall here of a bunch of portraits, so maybe that these are the resistance members. Do you know what pope is the resistant member?
Yes, that is the gear pope. So, the gear pope should be the brown hair, bowl haircut with mustache, like a Mario mustache.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, he's on the wall.
That'd be a good start, honestly. Yeah, let's describe some of the others on the wall.
Okay, so we'll just go across and name the popes. So the other pope is gold hair, about chin length or neck length. The other one is gray hair lady with two swoops of, or kind of curls twice on each side. And then the other one is, I believe, the one I described as the metal crafting pope.
Yes, so I have all those placed correctly. I have popes. That confirms I have popes correct.
Well, no, I think these are resistant members. Anyway, so I got two ladies with green hats. Do you have any of those down there?
Yes, I do. I have one next to the king currently, and then I have one sitting behind.
Okay, so is one a blonde and the other one a redhead?
Yes.
Okay, so I think they're both resistant members. So I think that's what, they can't be in front of one another or something like that.
Okay, I've adjusted for that.
Okay, and I think the other metal crafting girl, the one with the green bow in her hair, that one's a resistant member.
So all the popes. So if I'm getting it correctly, all the popes, the green hair girl, and then the two with the green hat.
Well, no, I still got 5 more people to describe here.
Oh lord. At that point, that's everybody in the room.
Hmm. Well, never mind then. That's out the window. Well, then maybe these two random heads those are the resistant members.
Sorry, repeat that. I apologize. I talked over.
The two random heads I got here, maybe they're the resistant members.
They could be. the Einstein looking guy, or the Ben Franklin. Oh, my bad. That was my bad. I don't think those are breaking his.
Do what?
The blanks, the Ben Franklin, and then the blonde top hat, right?
Yeah.
I need to remember not to mess with any of the metalworking glass blurry. There has to mainly be something that's stopping me from.
Do you have any, or do you have excess dolls?
I have one more. I mean, technically it's a full set if I place it in the King's Throne, but otherwise I have a spare. So yeah, one extra.
Well, if those two are the resistant members, we can't. I don't think they can be next to each other, right?
They just can't sit behind or in front. But side by side shouldn't matter.
What are we missing? Maybe we just gotta pick which ones are actually invited. Maybe one of those ones down there is not supposed to be there at all.
Sorry, Conrad, what up?
I'm wondering if one of those dolls isn't meant to be there.
Maybe? I mean, maybe your photograph you were listing earlier is the correct guide?
You have a guy that kind of has like an Amish hat.
We're talking like a top, like big baller hat, right? Like, or wait, hang on. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's like a Watson hat.
Put him next to the king.
Okay, I've done that. Although that was what's it called? That was the molten metal spot.
Oh, you're right. Okay. So go ahead and put him back then.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm kind of stumped here.
I mean, maybe we assume the picture, but ignore the glass blowers and the molten metal.
Let me see if I can come down here. I want to look around.
Sure.
Okay, let me down. And then do you want to look up top?
Sure, why not? Treasure. No, I'm kidding. There really isn't that much here, is there? You know, it's funny. I see the different pictures, and nobody meets the description of the blonde with the top hat of that. Has hair that. I see the gated pictures only help you so.
Well, we have a top hat.
Yeah, but I thought his hair was a little more on the brown side. You know what I mean?
Might just be the lighting, though.
Oh, look at the pictures and how they're arranged behind the iron bars. It almost gives the impression that A, somebody is sitting in the prince's seat. B, you would almost think it's blasphemous on how they're arranged. He thinks it's a dude looks like a lady cave. Like almost like chick with the red hair should be sitting on the throne. The guy that has the Donald Trump swoosh gray hair.
Yeah, but if I remember right, looking at the bishops, it doesn't make sense where they're seated. And we already know the bishops are at least right.
I mean, true-ish. Oh, okay. So describe. So looking at the bishop's head on right, the gear bishop. please describe me the gear bishop so I can confirm my theory on orientation of
Brown handlebar mustache.
Okay, so my theory is how the photographs. Okay, so who is it? So who's sitting next to it?
Currently, it's the metal casting bishop, which is the gray goatee guy.
Ah, I see what you mean. Oh, okay, so. Oh. Oh, this is. Yeah, because then you'd have the gold and the gray together.
Well, it's not just that, it's guys with guys and girls with girls.
Yeah. But by that math, there's an odd number of guys. The ratio of guys to girls is incorrect on the. Let me look at the bottom row. I'm pretty sure this problem is only a problem on the what's it called center row, because it looks like the bottom row is like all what's it called all men, or the back row's all men. So I think taboo is broken on the case of the King's Crown, and I think but in the case that it isn't, at that point it would have to match the hair that's seen near the downstairs.
Yeah, I only got parts of that.
Sorry, essentially downstairs, you have a display for the king, right? And it's the king, the queen, and what looks to be a child to the left of the king's head.
Yeah, it was the red-headed green hat.
So I think we put that on the king's throne.
Well, that would put guy and girl.
I know. I'm also going by the theorem of the king's children liking to sit on the throne. I'm also going by the fact that only the center row has an odd number. Like the center row's ratio is incorrect, whereas like the back looks like it. I'm literally assuming that they pulled a screw the rules on royalty maneuver.
But what I don't get is there's that other case here with the blue tapestry, and that same child is in both cases.
I mean, true. The only thing I could assume, red herring, tapestry torn. I mean, unless that blue is supposed to coincide with the metal workers and the glass blowers upstairs, but I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Climb it down.
I feel like we need to figure out who our resistant members are.
That's true, but I don't know about you. I didn't see anything up there.
We know who the gear resistant member is. It's the Pope.
Yeah. That's why I initially thought the two in the case that were unmarked were also resistance members, but then we would have been missing daughter.
How many's in the molten case?
That would be 3.
Well, we know one's a bishop, so we know that's not the resistant member, so it's one of the other two.
And there was 2 in the glass blowing case, with 1 being a bishop.
Well, that doesn't make sense, because they all sit in front of each other.
For glass blowing?
No, I'm talking about the metal.
Yeah, well, oh, so they don't sit directly in front of each other.
Is that what they're meaning? Directly? Or just in general? Must mean that Monocle Man here is our resistant member. No?
Honestly, daughter with the red hair on the throne. You have her there. That means you have no resistance members in either 2 seats up above, which is technically being met. Resistance member being the gear in.
That's it. We can swap those two around, so now we can have the girl on the throne, and it makes sense.
Oh yeah, it does. I didn't even think about that. I totally just misplaced Vasily. Good swap. And then maybe the glass blowers. Those could be both red herrings. Or either that, or it's a Sen, or it's like one with the bob.
Well, no, because we know there's only 2 glass blowers, right?
Yes, there's only 2.
So it's this girl with the bun has to be the resistant member then.
Yes, actually, I would agree with you. Now we just need a few. it's like, there's no more women.
Hmm.
Let's see. I think Top Hat Guy and dude that looks like Edison, they have to be sitting from the same crest, if that makes sense. They have to belong to the same house. Okay, let me see if it changed. Okay, it certainly didn't. Crud. Aw, big thinking. Do we have any leftover dolls that are not seated currently?
Nope, that's all of them.
Okay, I kind of assumed, or kind of figured, but I had to ask. Crud.
Can you pull the lever or anything?
That's what I checked, but it wasn't. And it's still showing the same sign of when all those are present are seated properly, the ceremony will commence. Aw, what could be missing? Maybe swap the two hammers in the final rows. Damn, I really thought I was gonna do something. Yeah, that's still a negative. Like on one hand, you'd think you're supposed to mimic the pictures, but then there's like different guild seating. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this is a doozy.
Yeah, this might be a hint one, because I have no idea what we're supposed to figure out here.
Yeah, there has to be something else. But the question is, what? It's almost like he's pointing to defy the seating arrangement. That. But sorry, I was smashing the button. It's almost pointing at defying the seating arrangement. Why would anyone do that?
What? Sorry, I zoned out. What do you mean defining the seating arrangement? Or defying?
I don't know. I'm getting mixed signals because of the arrangement of the portraits upstairs. You know what I mean? Like I almost feel like they're pointing at how they should be seated, but that's completely contradicted by the groups with the icons.
I think something happened.
Yeah, you unlocked a gate on all of these portraits. I can now interact with it. When I pushed the button, did something happen?
I heard something happen, but I didn't see. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's moving up something behind their seats.
Interesting.
Go ahead and do one so I can see what it actually does.
Absolutely. You know what that symbol looks like?
I think that's our spies.
And it's a resistance symbol. And then what is it doing on your end on their seat when I do?
It raises up the symbol. So go ahead and select Pope with the handlebar mustache.
Gotcha. And then Bun Lady, right?
Yeah, because she's the only glassblower that can be a resistance.
And then who else you thinking, comrade?
I'm thinking This gray hair with the monocle is the multi-metal spy.
How's his hair look?
Gray hair, monocle on his left eye, and his hair kind of swoops up. His bangs does. Yep, that one.
Awesome.
So we got gears, glass blowing, multi-metal. So now we need to figure out the craftsman. So it's either Ben Franklin or the black hat, black mustache guy.
Ooh. Either or, huh? I don't know. Do you think that we sent in who you thinking gets death? Do we give it to death by bad haircut or death to the guy who decided to wear a hat?
I say go Ben Franklin because it mentions we need spies everywhere. And we only got one here on the left side, so I would go with that.
You figured it out. Oh, it's music time.
Can we trade?
I would love to, but my door is shut tight.
Alright, I got the piano. I got, it looks like C, D, E, F, G, A, B.
Okay, I have sheet music.
Oh, and then I got a scroll that has C, D, E, and F, and then symbols that correspond to it.
Oh boy. Anybody else smell toast?
After that seating arrangement, yes, I do.
Okay. Should I just like plaster things on the board and see what happens, or
You have a board?
well, yeah, I have a board to place music, the sheet music. That sounds lovely. I don't think that was what was.
So does your sheet music have symbols on it, I'm guessing?
Yes, it does. And then I have a key here. It's partially torn off, but it describes what some of the symbols mean.
Yeah, okay, so it probably sounds like you have half and I have the other half.
All right. I have this weird.
You cut out.
Sorry, I have this weird feeling we're gonna probably be pen and papering this puzzle.
Way ahead of you. I already grabbed a piece of paper.
All right, give me 1 second for me to grab mine.
This one's gonna be rough. Oh, you have to go cut down the tree and make your own paper?
No, I'm what's it called? Writing this out with a stylus. I'm saving trees, thank you. Okay, so let me draw out my. Hopefully it'll let me do this. Oh, cool, it does. Then let me know once you're fully drawn with yours, and then we can exchange.
And then do you have a part of one of your symbols that doesn't correspond to a letter?
Yes, I do.
Okay, that one's going to be F.
Okay, let me draw the symbol to the guide, and then I will I'll give it to you. Okay, so I have B, A, G, and now F. What letters do you have?
C, D, and E.
Okay, so are you ready for F?
Yeah.
So F is a diagonal line from the top left to the bottom right. It kind of ends in a swoosh on both ends, and then there's another thinner line that's drawn like slightly. Then it also has a dot in the top right quadrant.
Yeah, I want to try something. Okay, I think I see what you're talking about now.
Okay, cool.
So I think I can just play the notes here and it'll give me the symbol. So is your A kind of like a backwards C and then kind of two dots to the right of it?
Yes, one of them's filled, one of them's more of a semicircle.
Okay.
Okay, do you need any more of my letters, or do you need to give me some of mine? Or
Hang on, I'm currently drawing out yours. Okay, you ready?
yeah, I think I am.
So C is pretty much Z.
Okay, I take it does the pen stroke thicken towards the bottom of Z?
Yep.
Okay.
And then D is like a 7 with two dots on top of it.
Okay, I got you.
And then E is also a 7, but then it has two lines crossing the top perpendicular of the top half of the 7.
Okay. So I now have a complete guide on my end too. So now I have 6 pieces of music. I have the younger the elder, the critic, the talented, the clear, and the modern.
Okay, I got a note down here that says the history of the people's hymn. Every composer changed the hymn to their liking. When Ye'd followed the original composer Allard. And that's all I got.
Okay, so this makes sense because every single piece of these. Okay, so this makes sense actually because each of the titles, the younger, the elder, the critic, the talented, these are different people that were composers that changed the song. And so the younger swapped notes 1 and 3. That means the clear had to have the initial. The clear had to have been first. That was number one, and that's the number one seal. We have to figure out. Okay, okay, I get it. We're figuring out the history. We're totally figuring out the history. So I'm gonna probably need you to reread that one more time.
Okay, the history of the people's hymn. Every composer changed the hymn to their liking. When Ye'd followed the original composer Allard, and that's it.
Okay, so we have the. We have to somehow figure out the other.
How many notes is in the original piece?
Original piece is 4 notes long. Original piece. Actually, let me.
So can you give me those notes and I'll see if that works on anything?
So the original hymn is G, A, C, B. Sounds like they did something.
I mean, we didn't get the bad noise, so I guess that's a plus.
Did anything open on your end or change on your end? Okay, so we got a green light on my end, so that confirmed that number 1 is correct.
And how many pieces of music do we have?
We have 5 more, comrade.
Okay. Do we know what the next one is?
I do not currently. We have, so that was the clear. The other titles that are possible are the elder, the critic, the talented, the younger, the modern. I thought about going the elder next, like possibly going elder, younger, critic, talented, modern, but I'm not. I don't know. I was hoping like something would have appeared after the successful hymn downstairs.
Well, let's give it a shot.
Okay, cool. So the hymn on this one is, let me write it out just to make sure. This hymn should be G, F as in flatulence, C, B. It did not like that. It greenlit.
All right. What's the next one?
Ooh, I actually have to think if I want to go the critic next. That was the elder. We have a critic, the talented, the younger, the modern. I feel like the modern has to. Maybe go younger, talented critic modern. Oh Lord, I got my work cut out for me. Hang on a minute. I have to read that. 1 and 3 now swap places, so it's C F. Okay, yes. C as in coffee, F as in flatulence, G as in gear, B as in boxing. Oh, I did not like that. Okay, so it's definitely not the younger next. Give me a minute. So maybe it's. Let's try the talented? Wait, talented wouldn't make any sense here. XCV. Ooh. Okay. This is a me puzzle. I actually have to really think about this.
Do they change on each other's music or from the original? How do we know what the order is?
On each other's. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. We're going the modern next.
Guess he found
Let me
something.
write this out again. So now we went from GFCB. Let's get a new. GFCB, and then.
I only got 2 of those. Are you still working on it?
Yeah, I'm still working on it. Sorry. So we're G. Oh, wrong tool. My bad. So we're GFCB. And then that goes to GC. Looking like GCCD. Yeah, G as in gear, C as in coffee, C again as in coffee, D as in donut.
What was that last one?
D as in donut. Okay, so I think we're in agreement. That sounded like shit, but that is correct.
I thought it was okay.
Yeah, you know who didn't think it was okay? The critic. That's what we're playing next. Let me decipher real quick.
I mean, everyone's a critic, so.
Yeah, the critic though was a huge critic because the critic changes a piece back and adds his own. You ready?
Go for it.
G as in gear, F as in fart, C as in coffee, C again as in coffee.
Okay, the critic was pretty good.
Younger. Oh, sorry.
I was just saying the critic was pretty good.
It was. It reminded me of a carnival. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. C as in coffee, F as in fart, G as in grape, C as in coffee. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Last but not least, the talented. D as in donut, F as in fart, G as in Groot, and A as in apple. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. DFGA. No, I messed up that symbol for the stupid sevens. The stupid sevens. Hey, I'll give you a minute.
One job.
Yeah, sorry, I deciphered that incorrectly. That is E as in egg, F as in flower, G as in grape, and A as in animal. Reminds me of Muda Kingdom from Final Fantasy, Super Mario Land. Actually, I get Dragon Ball Dragon Ball GT. Dragon Ball GT. Ba 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 ba. No, I'm sorry. Well done. We did the puzzle. All right, help me on down the elevator, please, my good sir. All right, ready. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I thought for sure the music puzzle was gonna have us, but more than ever, that seating puzzle, had you have not pulled the fast one.
Going up.
Now sing the souls that lived here before. Yet all but two.
Good luck.
We fled through the door. Anyone like us, caught in the ice. Hark to our song. We forge the device. When King betrayed us, We sought defiance. All of his subjects formed an alliance. We opened the door, but left two behind. They hit our device, for you left to find. To keep it secure, it's broken in three. Assemble the parts, and you shall be free. Into the graveyard, look for the glass. Cast in the foundry, base made from brass. And under our town, guarded by guilds, find the contraptions Clockmaker builds. Ones here assembled, let's shine the light, which shows the way out of this dark night.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah, that feels like we just finished the tutorial. Now here's the main quest line.
I'm happy I'm not alone in those thoughts. It's like the Claptrap quest for a stash, but he's serious. Into what? So we can make, like, the maid from Adventure Time? Is that what we're constructing here, this weapon?
Well, I walked into the light. Apparently that wasn't good. Yep, hear sounds.
You alive? We finally made it out.
Oh, there we go. Sitting on the white light forever.
Running. So I just jump off and the game.
I think you're supposed to help me here.
I think so too.
What was on my arm?
I think you're cursed, my guy.
Trouble finding the infestation, my liege.
Silence, serpent. This does not concern you.
Does it not? You know, they escaped your keep. They are out there. Oh, release me, my lord. Set me free, and I will hunt them down. Bring them to your justice.
So be it. You will bring them to me.
I have this weird feeling that our time limit just got introduced to every room.
Hopefully not.
Like, call it a hunch. I hope I'm wrong. Actual signs. Unlike if this was Borderlands, it'd just say either or.
Guess pick a direction.
I was gonna say yes. Well, definitely. Well, never mind. I'm being blind.
That looks like a dead end.
Oh, that did something.
That's a body.
Kill him off? Good.
It looks like your body.
It's okay, I'm okay with that. Hey, you're lucky. You see, you might still be warm.
It's still warm from the frozen dead guy we just peeled off.
You know, it's like the Tauntaun for warmth phenomenon. It's all fun and games until the chairlift line snaps. Judging by the eye in the sky, he's gonna turn metal here very quick. Fleeing. If only we could have picked that up.
I'm confident it guards what I seek. The giant Aldor, but how does it work?
Aw. I'm not gonna lie, this level design makes me like reminisce. For whatever reason, I get reminded of like Rayman Revolution on PS2 and Sly Cooper.
Interesting.
Oh. Does sending the light actually do anything? I know we've been avoiding. Yeah. Oh, there's one on each side.
Yep. Yep.
As I'd be like, oh man.
You can let go.
Oh, thank you. There's a lot of spooky stuff up here.
I have a lever, and that's about it.
I have a lot of walking room.
Yeah, never mind. I got some more stuff. Oh, just took a chair lift.
Yeah, that was like the squeakiest thing in all existence.
I got a doll here looking at an empty cradle.
Trying to see if there's any way from my area to go up higher, but I'm not seeing any. Oh,
Does that open up anything for you?
cool. Oh, okay. Okay, I solely that one up. I'm sorry. Totally my bad. Okay. I can, yep. You know, I'll try not to drop you.
Are you crane certified?
Sure. You my dreams. That is a wonky map transition. The way that entire piece of that map moved, so weird.
Do you have a button to press?
It's what I'm looking for currently, but I'm not seeing anything.
Okay, so maybe I'm the one that's supposed to press the button. Yeah, I think you come back now, and I rotate it for you.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Give me a hot sec. I have to have like that moment of like remembrance. Like,
No, come back. You were going the right way.
ah, I see what you're saying. Okay, I think I went too far in. That's why.
Okay, go back and I'll rotate it again for you.
Well, I'm holding a lever right now. I'm curious what it's doing.
I don't know, but I can see for now if you run straight well, maybe not.
Oh, somehow we both have to be united. This is an elevator over here. Let's see what I have over here real quick, like. Okay, and then let's... I can interact with this. Okay, so those rocks I can interact with another player as well, probably to go down.
Yeah, I think I need you to somehow cross this bridge and press the button over here.
Okay, I'm ready if we want to try to move this plot around.
I don't think that's going to do anything for you, though. That's the thing. Because that's how you got over there.
Unless there's another configuration where I can, like, if we go to that config... Oh, That's be a configuration that I can squeeze in temporarily. And then, you know...
So all that does is get you to me. That doesn't no good.
Yeah, because, yeah, it's all locked there. I see what you're saying. Aha.
You know, there's got to be something on that side to either move this or you get down further.
Oh, wait a minute. Well, maybe. No, that looks like something. It's also in awaiting other player. Huh. Careful shit.
This is where I came from.
Unless I'm just supposed to run and pray I can do this from a handle, which I could try. And they can find out this brick's estate, and it's like, oh. Alright, let me double check. Who's down here? Ooh, I have a lever.
Just go across and press this button. Walk across. There's a button on the other side. Oh, never mind. What'd you do?
I was pulling a lever.
Yep, I opened up my gate.
So that's where I came down, and that was a one-way ticket. This has another.
That's where I came from.
Yeah, not my brightest moment. Yeah, because that was a one-way ticket to get down here.
Yeah, we need to get one of us back over there. So just keep rotating until we line up to that second story. No, I think you need to be the one that moves. Because that way I can open up the gate for you if it needs it.
Okay.
No, that just takes you right back to where I came from.
Yeah, I had to walk down. I had to see. Oh, hang on. That's just. Ooh, that brought me back to a lever. I know it takes you back where you came from. I'm just thinking.
We're gonna follow that direction, and maybe I rotate up here. So follow your path to where I think you're underneath me.
Yeah, I got you. Looks correct. Oh, my bad. I'm ready to lift you.
Ready. Okay, where's that thing at that we need to work?
Both of these stones. But I think these just might. Oh yeah. Now again, now. Well, duh. Why was I thinking one on each? Or why was I thinking 2 on each? Oh. And here I thought the beam was, you know, here I thought this was a stealth mission.
Yeah, me too.
Zipline! Zipline!
One heck of a zip one.
Imagine your hands are like sweating, you slip. I hope we make it. Looks like you need to flip a lever to drop something for me.
I don't even know where you're at.
Zip line.
No, I think you're just going the wrong way. Now you're going the right way. Pretty sure this is our next puzzle.
Okay. That probably was yeah.
So that one room that the door kept opening and closing is open.
Interesting. It's like a me. Oh, now I see what you mean, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
No, oh no, as in this is probably going to be a complex couple hour thing, or...
Yeah. I see multiple, so essentially I see several discs that are red that I can only see what they do here in a second. Yes, that reflect the light. And then I have other discs that have etchings in them of like events. By the looks of things, you have total control over certain discs to flip. Oh, that's wild, actually. So yeah. I feel like we're gonna have to shun multiple portraits. I'm not sure.
Portraits?
So like, not all the glass shields. So essentially, from not all of these mirrors are just mirrors. Some of them have pictures etched into them.
Are we just not trying to connect the light into this focusing lens at the end?
No, I at least had like part of me. That's where I'm kind of confused, because if maybe it's just me, but if that was the case, why make them all look different?
Probably for another puzzle later down the road.
I mean, we can give it a shot. By all means.
I think we just need one. Yeah, I think you need to put a mirror right where you just passed here.
Oh, I got you. Give me one. I got something else. Hang on. That one's working like crud. There's could do this.
And just line up the door. What, like, pictures do you have?
They're pretty descriptive. Let me grab them all.
I got kind of like a symbol here that looks like an owl holding a key.
An owl holding a key. Let me see if I have some at Matt.
I mean, can you see the door that we're shining up onto?
I mean, kind of, but not enough to like out the mark. Well, I don't really have any that meet that description of an owl holding.
Maybe all together they make a picture.
Is this doing anything what I'm doing to the thing right now?
Well, now you deactivated it, so I can't tell.
When the sound is blocked, yeah, can we get a rotation?
Okay, yeah, it's adding to it.
Okay. Okay, I know exactly what it wants us to do. Essentially, we need to utilize all of the mirrors to reflect the light onto the whilst passing it through every single. That and do that effectively.
And put one there right behind you.
Yeah. I'm kind of going by intuition, but this feels right. Okay, that looks like a spare 2. Oh, hold on. That looks to be part of it. Oh, okay. Okay, I think we might have to think slightly differently, because this one in the corner pocket looks like I can't pick it up.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like it has a picture on it.
Yeah, but I'm still holding on. I still have 2 pictures in my inventory. So hang on one. Oh shit. I feel like we're almost there. There's like one thing that I missed. Oh, either that or maybe it's a case where all the photos don't have to be used. Because that one was a different stained glass piece I did. I was curious if it imaged at all. So let's try this.
I mean, it's adding to it, but still missing quite a bit.
Like light that should be dark on your end.
What?
On the door, are all the images darker, or is there still something that's light?
I mean, we're getting shadows, but it's still light. I don't know what you're meaning.
I guess, shoot. Consistency of the shadows. Are we consistent on the portrait, or I've never. I can't. I'm unable to figure out correct verbiage. That's entirely my bad.
I mean, it looks like we're trying to do like shadow puppet thing. Oh, the one you just took off. Well, I guess that kind of works too. I don't think there's really an order. I think we just gotta connect them all.
Yeah, true. If that's the case, we have to use this. Hang on. So then laying it out. I don't think I have any. I have all the shields already out there. I have to adjust what we already have up. I'm gonna mess with the puzzle a lot.
Well, I don't... Why are we messing with it? I can rotate things.
Yeah, but what about? I mean, I'm just curious on placement of mirror, I guess.
I don't think it matters. I guess as long as we can connect them all, that's all we gotta do.
I guess that's what. I guess that's what I was trying to do. Is trying to get all of the sync.
Well, if I have to rotate and change the pattern, I can do that. I just can't see everything, so you need to direct me.
I get that. I guess I'm trying to visualize. And then that's my bad. I flip in because for whatever reason, the one mirror that we can't actually pick up is throwing me.
Which one can't we pick up?
There's this mirror right here in the corner.
I don't see an image on it, so I don't think it really matters.
Yeah, but I guess my perspective was how we are right now. We do not have all the images, so and I have no more mirrors to place on the board to reflect the image, or to reflect the light.
I get that, then we gotta change our pattern, so I need to rotate things. You just gotta help me out here.
Oh lordy. That has to hit it from that direction. Sorry, I am trying to figure out the best way to go about this in terms of what to have you rotate. Need to augment it through 2 more. Even then, there's not that there. The issue is there's none in like the direct corner here. Otherwise, this would be a perfect reflection. We'd be able to get like 2. Now, if we took that out, reflected it later. I'm gonna move this mirror one back. Just a total storm in progress. Oh, that's actually better, yeah, because you can just direct it in line. What am I thinking? Then this would have to be a mirror. But then it doesn't really. Oh wait, I have a spot here. I'm being silly. That is not a mirror. That is a portrait piece, by the way. Apologies. Okay. So then we need. Oh, I need. Wait. Oh, I might have miscounted my pieces. No. Oh, wait. Oh no. Okay, okay. I have to. Okay, re-scramble. I feel like one file check to make sure I didn't miss anything. Because I'll take this here, then unless we could swing a diagonal, but I don't think it reflects that way. I think it's all 90s.
Oh, there you go.
Aww. Okay, crud. This is totally back to square. Because like the only thing I feel the most confident right now is the very first piece, because there's no other option. Like we could, like an argument. I mean, an argument initially could have been had on reflecting left, but even looking at it, reflecting right looks more. It's like that scenario, like all the good solutions require one more reflector. Sorry. I didn't mean to get you. The only other thing... No, there has to... Do it.
So, the orange ones are the only ones that actually reflect light. The frames don't actually reflect any light.
Correct, comrade. The frames only pass through. Looks like we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them? 7. 7 reflectors. Wait a minute. Maybe we do reflect first. Oh my god. Oh my god. Very first one, the one that we did pass. Well, no, we can't reflect to nothing. Never mind. That's silly. It looked good until I realized it was impossible. Okay, that actually helps out in the beam. Over here. Oh boy, even counting it. Oh, it's rough. Shoot. Because from here. Man, Draco, I'm not gonna lie, this is a larger doozy than I thought.
Yeah, kind of all on you, I think. Not much I can help with.
Yeah, sorry. I might brought. Pen and paper has been stupid. Okay, so let me drop my dot arrangement. Single into 3. And then into 3 again. And then into 4. And then that fourth one, the fourth row is also incomplete. The fourth only has 3. The next row has the W point, and then the last force connector. Aww. Yeah, I'm drawing this out real quick. Is guaranteeingly one has to be in the second row to hold. Ooh, I'm getting like additional ideas. that one's boxed immediately. That's not what I wanted. Because what I'm thinking is it here reflect 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's 7 including. Because that only covers 6 slides with 2 remaining blank. So I'm in a position where I think the blank should be. Let me go my path. Make sure it looks sound. Okay. Have a go at this, and then once I think I have things where we should be, I'll have you rotate to connect. Okay, comrade?
Okay.
Apologies. If this is yet another example of really having to bust out pen and paper. If oh, have a gap promotion. Oh, it's hilarious. I do.
Hmm?
I think I fudged up my drawing real quick. I did. I totally fudged up my initial drawing. That's even worse than I thought. But I guess that's why I was having a tough time attempting to solve. It's like doing tax without TurboTax, and then you find the solution. It's like, oh, that's not the actual solution. We know out of the 7 connectors that I have, one of them is stationary. Actually, I kind of do want to test a theory real quick.
Okay.
So I've placed mirrors in a way that if we connect the dots, we should be able to hit the main projector from the side. I want to see if it actually causes it to light the door. If it does, that changes how we can solve this puzzle. If it doesn't, then at least we know. And in the event that it doesn't, it gives me some time to actually pen and paper draw a solution out. And then, yeah, rotate that corner one.
So this only has 3 slots to rotate.
Oh, so you can't even rotate it towards if you want. Okay, so that does confirm what I thought. So bare minimum, it would look like one of the shields would have to be where it's already set to kick it in. Half inclined to believe now more than ever.
Can you change this one here to a mirror? Well, and towards the beginning, can we change this one to a mirror?
Yeah, I have to slot a couple of mirrors in place, but I think we might have paid our partner.
Here, take this one out, maybe? Right here.
This one might actually come out. The front one for sure needs.
No, 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 no. Swap this one that I'm standing on to an actual mirror. No. Put the one back that we had.
Okay.
Because what I want to do is replace this one with the mirror, and we can do a straight long shot down and reflect it back down.
I got you.
And that should give us a bunch of panels.
And let me see what I can grab for reflectors. Constantly doubling back on mine, that worked that well anyway. And then I have one more reflector holding in my hand. One more I can grab too, and 2 portraits to go through.
That doesn't really work because that gets in the way. Can this one be taken out as a mirror?
What one? Sorry, I'm trying to find you.
Turn around.
Yes. This one could be removed, yes.
I think make that a pane one.
As I say, this actually gives me ample time to make sure that the theoretical path I've written.
I think this one that you're just... Where'd you go? The one behind you, I think we want as a mirror. Not that one. This one.
Okay.
Oh. Crud. No, because that gets in the way.
Okay. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I might have it. Question? No. I think I'm missing. Never. No. I am missing. I might be. Well, I know I might have it. I might have it. My final charade. Because I think this path looks good. I swear. Because I think this connector right here, I think you're actually right about. I know I'm gonna mess things up for a little bit, just hear me out. Oh, wait a minute, what? Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, but you can't reflect through the pane of glass on the side. Never mind. I guess that's a big issue to run into, is you can't actually reflect through the sides. And I keep on forgetting that when I lay my path. Ooh. Oh wait, well.
Maybe the one I'm standing on here, make this a mirror.
Yeah, let me grab a mirror. Coming back with a mirror?
And this pane remove, we'll leave it blank.
Okay, left blank.
Maybe this one a mirror. We got it.
That has now been made a mirror?
God, the controls on this stupid thing is irritating.
They don't sound pleasant. And the only other thing I've left is a plate. Because I have a mirror in the center here, but we would need that to bring it to the end. There has to be something else, like another plate or something, like hiding, not in the main room. It's like so far this has looked the most. I'm just looking. Yeah, it's just wild.
Yeah, we've cleared out the room then.
Yeah. Yeah, that room has nothing left on the hooks from what I can see. This arrangement actually looked pretty. I'm just moving this. I know it's incorrect. Oh, never. I can't move there. Yeah, that's so spoofy. That's why part of me thought, like, I don't know. Part of me thought with the shadows that whether or not we needed all the plates, or whether or not some of them were redundant.
I would assume we needed them all, but maybe there is one that we don't need.
Yeah, I was kind of in the same boat that we probably need them all. So theoretically, we'd need a path to connect. We'd have to figure out we'd have to figure out how many pieces we would feel safe leaving behind, assuming that's. This is a stumper. Yeah, I guess it's gonna be determining like what to leave out. But first, we should probably attempt to plug back into the light. Sorry, storming. Strategizing it. know the first for sure. Imagine if I could just act as a shield. That would be wild.
Yeah, That would be nice.
I don't know, I kind of like the idea of being able to sight a piece at the end. Hmm.
I want to try something. This mirror here.
Sorry, I'm looking for.
Let's use that and see if we can bounce off the back of the mirrors. So take this one. And move it right here. Yes, it can. Okay, cool.
God.
Okay, do we have all the images on there?
That's what I'm jumping to see right now, but I think so.
Okay, because now it looks like I gotta rotate the inks to get them to line up.
I cannot believe we didn't. Oh my gosh! Thank you for actually coming across, thinking about reflecting off the back of the mirror. I didn't even think the mirrors were double-sided.
I think that helped the image. Oh, that made that worse.
As I bet, does not seem pleasant.
That was worse. Okay, that looks better.
It's like an eye exam. Number 1 or number 2?
Kind of what I'm doing right now.
Oh, I get it, because some pieces are mirrored. Big intrigue. So, I don't know if it helps at all, but there are arrows on one side of the piece. And the only thing I could think of is if the arrows have to point the direction of the light. Maybe?
You can try it. You got one that not going the right way.
Yes, I'll stand in front of the light on the rotation on the ones that need 180.
No, that one I'm gonna say made it worse. That was the end of the key that, yeah, that made it worse.
Oh, it did.
Yeah. So, I don't think the arrows are the thing.
So this one right here, what happens if you're 180 this one? Does it audibly make it worse? Or
Get out of the way of the light for right now. So I'm looking for one that the picture must have a kind of a dark, almost triangle in the top right or top left. Can you try to find me one of those?
yeah, for sure. Let me see what I can find. And it's an actual like triangle, not some weird oddball ass shape.
It's triangle-like shape. It's like a point of a wing, is what I'm trying to find.
Oh, that's so weird because, I mean, the helmet of this one is like wingish, but that's also the key. And the other, that's the only one. Or like this one has a triangle. Well, that one has a shape. I wouldn't.
Which one?
Bill.
Which one?
Where am I right here?
That was the one.
Well, I'll be. I'll be indeed. That was more difficult than I thought.
Yep. And I think that's a good stopping point.
I agree. Ladies, gentlemen, I've been watching the or tuning in for awesome. Oh, you pulled the lever. Uh-oh.
Quick, end it.
Well, that's the episode. I feel like what we did hit the like button means a lot. You like more hits up at the bell, then we go live. Check Jacob Jenkins' POV and description below. He had to put up with a lot from me. We will go with more We Were Here Forever next time. So yeah, It was great playing with you, Draco, as always.
Mm-hmm.
And catch y'all on the next time.